The most important change that's occurred during my time working with the families with polyposis, the various polyposis syndromes, is the advent of genetic testing. In the early 1990s, the APC gene was discovered, and the exact site of the mutations, different families have different mutations, but the fact that we could, by 1996, we set up Robin Phillips set up an NHS genetic testing service with the Kennedy Galton Laboratory based at Northwick Park, and we were able to offer patients a genetic test. And I remember particularly one gentleman who had been coming every year for his examination of his colon to see if he'd got polyps. He was married but had refused to have children on the basis that they would be at risk of inheriting the disease. And when we were able to test him and reassure him that he had not got polyposis, his wife was still young enough that they could embark on having a baby. That's a marvellous advance to the scientists who did that work. Since then, the genes for the other syndromes have been discovered, and genetic testing and even prenatal diagnosis is now available for people who want it. Thinking about that particular patient makes me realise how very much things have changed, because I remember a story that Dr. Bussey told me about Henry Thompson, who was a surgeon at St Mark's, who was an Oxford Blue for boxing. And in the days when Henry Thompson was interested in getting people to be screened to see if they had got polyposis, the surgeons would go and try to visit people at home. And he did go to visit a relative of that patient's father. I think it might have been his cousin, and the cousins were boxers, and they really did not want to have a sigmoidoscopy. They did not want anyone looking at their bottoms. And Henry Thompson said that he would challenge this man to a boxing match, and the prize, or the bag I think they called it, would be the examination. So he'd either have it or he wouldn't. And Henry Thompson was very confident that he was going to win over a sort of amateur boxer, shall we say.